Good morning, folks. AZ Long here. I just wanted to show you people that own a Tuareg, the Aprila Tuareg. Mine is a 22. And I was doing some work on it, replacing the fuel gauge sender, which my dealer, who I don't use as a dealer anymore, didn't do because I was 2 months out of warranty, even though I hadn't been riding the bike for 8 months due to a knee issue. Anyway, that's something beyond. I'm in the middle of doing adding a Dynajet Power Commander 6, and in the course of that I had to take the air box out, fuel tank, all the side panels and that sort of thing. And what I found in the course of this was a hose that goes from the radiator down to the engine block next to the temperature sending unit, which you can maybe barely see in there, that green and copper brass looking object. And this hose right here that runs up to the middle of the radiator, the smallest of the radiator fittings. The hose runs down behind some of the engine mount stuff, comes in behind here. Now, where it was routed prior was this hose was sitting up against the throttle position sensor, which I had to take off and piggyback the connectors for the power commander. And when I did that, I found this hose, because of its routing, it came around the back here, underneath and up. It was rubbing against that sender, or excuse me, the connector for the TPS, which is right here where this pointer is sitting on. And it had rubbed it through about a half a millimeter. For you Americans, 20 thou or so. Luckily I found it, because if this went through your hose, wore through your hose on the road, you've got a lot of stuff to take off in order to have to fix it. The routing that I did was I just took it off at the top up here at the radiator and brought it through, and then pulled it underneath these cables for the what is that, the ABS sensor module, and I put it under those because those are hard cables, and ran it with a little, it's got a little bit of a curve to it, so the curve is not quite the fit, but then behind the mount, motor mount, and then back up through its normal routing. That has taken it away from sitting up against the throttle position sensor, and the way the side fairing and all fits, it shouldn't interfere. I don't think there's going to be any pressure against it, because all of this stuff here sits outside of the side fairing also. So just as a little bit of a warning, if you've got a Aprila Tuareg, mine's a 22, if you ever have that side panel off, that's right side, I would highly recommend you check this hose, because if that punches a hole through on the road, you're going to spew coolant everywhere, and it is going to be a disaster to try to fix on the road. And of course it'll cost you a fortune at a dealership. So just a bit of advice. This is AZ Long, and I hope you have a good day. Take care. Like, subscribe, share, do all the things YouTube says do, or don't. It don't matter to me much. Anyway, take care. See ya.